Good evening. The state government has backflipped on its massive pay rises, signalling a change when Parliament returns. It turns out the $57,000 figure we were expecting was a bare minimum.
Campbell Newman's rise was more than double that amount, and the acting Premier admits he didn't know what the sums were adding up to.
In the end, it took the opposition leader to crunch the numbers.
This is disgusting.
What we were told about pay rises was only half the story.
Every LNP member has essentially won gold lotto.
The figures are staggering. A politician's base pay has increased from $137,149 to $194,630. That rise of $57,481. But if you're on a committee, that goes up another $11,661. Committee chairmen have an annual salary boost to $224,000, while ministers go from $222,000 to $315,000 a year, and some didn't even notice.
I was aware of what was talked about was the increase in the base salary of backbenchers. I wasn't aware of any linkages between that. I've only been a minister for a year and a half.
Clearly all politicians are winners, but some have really hit the jackpot. Deputy Premier Jeff Seeney's pay jumped from $241,000 to $342,000, a $101,000 increase. That he too never saw coming.
I had no idea what the calculation would be. I had no idea what the sums would add up to.
The biggest winner, without doubt, is the Premier. His salary has jumped from $280,000 a year to $398,271, barely $2,000 fewer than the most powerful man in the world, Barack Obama. It makes our Premier and Cabinet the most expensive in Australia. The battler Brisbane dad, Ian, inexcusable.
It's not fair when they're sitting in their office giving themselves big fat paychecks, but yeah, when there's people like me out there struggling and doing it very hard indeed, mate.
The government had said its hands were tied, but now admits it's gone too far.
Almost inevitably there will be a change, but it can only be changed by the Parliament.
The government has lied to the people of Queensland.
And to think it all started when the government threatened to name and shame former Labor politicians they accused of being greedy.
It illustrates the mess that Anna Bligh left.
Shane Doherty joins us now from Parliament House. Shane, it's a major embarrassment for the Newman government. How did Jeff Seeney not know about the extra pay?
Well, Lofty, that's the $101,000 question. And Jeff Seeney says he simply didn't realise when he was duty-bound to bump up the backbenchers' salaries that it would have this flow-on effect. The opposition now wants to see all the cabinet papers relating to this decision, and they are, of course, baying for Jeff Seeney's blood. Andrew,
all right. Thank you, Shane.